Hai guys, welcome back to my channel. Dan di video kali ini aku pengen, nggak apa-apa ini iklan. Dan di video kali ini aku pengen bikin satu edisi khusus curcol sama suamiku. Karena sebelum video-video sebelumnya jarang banget aku bikin diskusi gitu ya, atau kayak sesi curhat ke masa lalu. Dan di video kali ini spesial banget, aku pengen ngasih tahu tentang masa lalunya suamiku. Jadi buat kalian yang penasaran suamiku itu besarnya di mana, kapan lahirnya, terus berat badan waktu lahir berapa. So stay tune di video kali ini, dan jangan lupa di like dulu, di subscribe, di komen, di share, dan di info ke teman-teman yang lainnya. Stay tune. Oke guys, jadi sesuai dengan info yang aku bilang sebelumnya. Please move. Is she blocking the camera?
Yeah.
Go
over there.
Jadi sesuai info yang sebelumnya aku bilang tadi, kalau di video kali ini aku pengen ngobrol-ngobrol sama suamiku tentang, aduh mikir, kamu ngeblocking kamera, tentang masa lalunya dia. So, honey, oh sorry about that. Seperti kalian tahu di video-videoku sebelumnya jarang banget kan kalian lihat bapaknya Daniel, karena FYI for your information, he literally doesn't have a dad, literally speaking. Jadi sedikit cerita yang akan kita uraikan pada siang hari ini adalah mengenai masa lalunya dia. Si bayi harus tetap ada di kamera, yang mana dia besar tanpa ayah. So first question, aku sampai bikin catatan coba biar nggak lupa. Okay, honey, can you tell me about your dad and what happened?
Well, first of all, it's not literally don't have a dad.
Yeah.
That would mean that I was born without my mom conceiving from a man. So
That's kind of harsh, isn't it?
it's just kind of true.
Okay.
But figuratively speaking, yes.
Okay.
So my mom and dad were together, had me,
Okay.
and my dad was excited whenever she said she was pregnant. And then when it came time to have me, he was in the hospital with her, excited. And I came out, he was saying like he couldn't wait to have a fishing buddy and all this stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. And then just, you know, kinda, he was kind of irresponsible, I guess.
Yeah.
And I think cheated on my mom a few times. Yeah. And then also, once he had me, he didn't really spend as much time at home as what you would think when he's acting excited.
Yeah.
So he was with my mom, having problems and stuff for the first few years, and then mom got pregnant with my sister,
Okay.
and he wasn't excited about that. It wasn't planned, and
Oh, it wasn't planned.
It wasn't planned,
Okay.
no. So he kind of was like, I don't really want another kid, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
And around that time, they ended up getting a divorce, and he left.
How old are you by then?
I don't know, maybe 4, something like that. Yeah. And so he was still around, like still lived in the same city and everything, but he just had like visitation time with me and my sister every, I think it was every weekend or every other weekend. Can't remember. It's been so long. And so we would go over there and hang out for the day or two, and then come back again. And then that would continue on until I was around 14.
Yeah.
And then I went to visit him. He moved back to where he's from originally, which is Arkansas. I went back to where his family is, living there. And so I went to visit him there, along with his mom, my other grandma.
Yeah.
And hung out with them for, I think it was a week or two. And then when I came back, she or he didn't really say much and stuff, like contacting us. And then the communication just kind of went away over time. Didn't really try to talk to us or anything. Oh, buddy. And so really the last time I seen him in person was when I was 14.
Yeah.
And then the last time I actually talked to him, just like on the phone, was probably somewhere in my early 20s. And I haven't talked to him since then.
So did your dad say anything about your son now? He's ever tried to contact you again?
I think he messaged me on Facebook and said something like, congratulations or something like that, but that was all. Like one sentence.
So what's the, do you have like a good memories about him at least?
Well, going fishing, yeah. From, I think, one memory that I have the most is we went to this lake and went out on a boat on the lake.
Yeah.
And before we got on the lake, we went and got some ice cream at the little fishing store nearby.
Yeah.
And then took the boat over to the shore, which is only accessible from a boat.
Yeah.
And did some camping there and fishing. And eating cheese-filled hot dogs,
Aww.
raw. Kind of nasty, but back then I didn't care, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pause dulu videonya.
That's fun.
Okay. The right position first. Oke guys, sekarang kita lanjut lagi. Agak sedikit ada iklan karena si bayi menangis. Jesus, that's another advertising. Okay, so honey, let's move on. So how you describe your relationship with your mom?
Amazing.
Guys, for your information, he has a very like attached, like a glue super.
I'm a mama's boy.
Yeah, like a super glue relationship with his mom. Please describe. Please elaborate.
Well, we go fishing together, gossip together,
See?
go out different places, call each other all the time.
Yeah, like
We get
best
along very
friend.
well, yeah.
Yeah. And what else? That's all?
Same thing.
What's the best thing you can remember, like the memories about your mom?
I don't know.
Really? Like something that make her like your superhero or like your idol?
Nothing like that, but she's been through a lot because she's been through 2 divorces, 2 cheating husbands, and now she has gone through cancer and chemo, so she's just a strong woman.
That was the best part. So, we go further to the next question. Kita akan lanjut lagi ke pertanyaan selanjutnya. Aku mesti lihat contekanku. How do you feel about having a son now?
Well,
Since you are grown up without a dad, jadi dia karena nggak punya bapak gitu ya, gimana cara dia menyikapi punya bayi sekarang anak laki-laki? Yes, go ahead.
well, I never, until I was probably in my 30s,
Yeah.
like just maybe a year or 2 before I met you, I was thinking I'm probably never gonna have kids. Just because, well, for one, never really found anyone to be in a relationship with and get married and everything. But then also, just like, I know that I was never gonna be like my dad, so easier just don't have any.
Yeah.
But I always told myself that if I did end up having kids, that I wasn't gonna be like my dad. I'm gonna be around. I'm not gonna just up and leave. Provide for him, care for him.
That's all.
What else? That's what he needs.
Okay. So guys, Jadi itu adalah sedikit kisah mengenai kehidupannya Daniel. Jadi bapaknya ninggalin dia waktu berapa tahun, meskipun sempat ketemu berapa kali ke dia selama proses dia dewasa, tapi tetap aja bapaknya tuh nggak berperan banyak gitu dalam kehidupannya. Dan sekarang semenjak dia punya bayi, he make promise to himself that he's gonna be a best top 8 gamer dad, right?
What?
I'm just making nonsense. Jadi itulah curcol kita hari ini. Dan buat kalian semua di luar sana yang nggak punya bapak, jadi terkadang tuh nggak punya figur ayah itu katanya bakalan bikin kamu grow up jadi anak yang mess up gitu. Sometimes they say if you grow up with a dad figure, it can mess with your adulthood, become like a punk, rebel, something.
Well, I think some people are like that, but then other people learn from it.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not gonna follow behind them and do the same thing because you see how it works out for the people that get hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So guys, thank you so much. Dan buat kalian di luar sana, for those people, for those kids who doesn't have a dad, don't give up, don't feel down. Maybe you have something to say for them out there? That who doesn't have a dad figure and still like looking for themselves.
Be the dad that you wish you had.
Awesome. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Jangan lupa untuk di-subscribe. Jangan lupa untuk di-like, di-share, di-komen. Kalau misalnya kalian pengen ada saran konten apa yang aku harus buat, karena aku lagi kehabisan ide, karena being a mother is being busy, nenen all the time. Ganti popok all the time. Tapi tetap aja aku gendut dan kalian berdua tetap gendut. So guys, terima kasih banyak sekali lagi sudah nonton dan sampai ketemu di video-video selanjutnya. Say thank you, babe.
Terima kasih.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
Tunap dah video.